Walter Wonkite. I'm already into the 420, damn it.
Legacy 420 has medicinal and recreational products down to a science, literally. With 2 biochemists on staff and a chief scientific advisor, every product is tested in the Legacy 420 laboratory. Legacy 420, Tyendinaga. Open 9 to 9 every day. Visit legacy420.com.
So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is not much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiba grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I was lip syncing.
Yeah? Why didn't you sing along? Come on.
Because I was lip syncing.
Yo.
I was thinking too.
Yes, so you were karaokeing? Ing?
No, karaokeing would be singing it out loud that you could hear it. I was lip syncing, which means my mouth was moving, but no sound were coming out.
So,
kind of like expecting
Mute.
something intelligent out of a politician in a speech.
Mute.
Yeah.
So this is the 420 radio show. We are live here at Ganjahnista, 242 King Street East in Hamilton. And as usual, when the microphones come on, Paula runs away.
She's pretty good at that, isn't she?
She did run too.
She does. As soon as the mics come on, she's gone into Garageanistas. So we are here. The regulars are here. Debbie couldn't make it today. She has another event that she's doing. And I guess Mary Jane's busy. Did anybody invite Mary Jane to see if she wanted to come say hello?
Mary Jane, do you want to come say hello?
Yeah, do you want to come say hello? If you do, just give us a call. I'm here with my pal, CJ Price, and he's a helping helper, one of God's helpers.
Hello.
And he's here to talk about what he's going through. CJ, how long have you been doing this? How long has it been?
Since about 2013.
So 8 years or so. Yeah. Wow. So I'm gonna shut off my mic and I'm gonna let CJ just tell us his diagnosis first of all, and then you'll slowly understand why he's here. We talk about a lot of different kinds of cancers, different kinds of situations where cannabis helps. Well, CJ is a living, walking experiment for cannabis.
Guinea pig.
And but you're doing it yourself with your doctor's blessings, right?
That's correct.
So tell us what your diagnosis is. He's got a big sheet of paper here.
It's a lot to learn.
Keep the mic close so people can hear you.
It's a lot to learn.
Yep.
It's a genetic condition called Multiple Endocrine Neoplasia type 1. What it is a hereditary condition associated with tumors of the endocrine glands.
That sounds complicated.
Yeah. It's been a long time, and I still don't have my head wrapped around it.
Do you have any knowledge on this, Marcel?
Endocrine? No.
No.
I haven't had anybody approach me with cancer and endocrine.
Now, so
but this sounds different because it's
basically pancreatic cancer.
Well, it affects the endocrine system, lymph nodes, pituitary. It's associated with the 3 P's: the pituitary, the parathyroid, and the pancreas.
I got to give you mic 101, like this, but there you go.
Is this better?
Yes.
Thank you, Al.
You're welcome.
Should I start again?
No. They still heard you.
They basically you get this disease when they diagnose it when they find one or more tumors in your pituitary, your parathyroid, or your pancreas. It's hard
So
to find.
are the tumors benign in your case or malignant?
Mine are malignant.
Oh, are they? Okay.
But they are stable.
Yeah, he is controlling it with cannabis oil.
Well, that and a shot every 3 weeks I get. It's called lanreotide. It's supposed to suppress the tumors and control the symptoms, help control the symptoms. The organs that I mentioned are all overactive, creating extra hormones throughout the body type thing.
Yeah, okay.
Messes with the balance of chemicals.
Okay. Kind of like my serotonin levels with my ADHD are different than other people's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I equate. So now you got to give CJ a minute here because he's never done this before, and he's actually turned down interviews before. So we're just going to be real gentle with you, buddy.
Please be gentle.
We'll be gentle.
Use
Later
the-
on, around. Go on, Marcel.
Why would we be anything but gentle?
Well, you can be a little harsh sometimes, Marcel.
Oh,
Al is
not
kind
to
of
a patient.
Kind of intimidating, he says.
Not to a patient.
No.
No, I want him to carry on. I want to hear more on what he's been doing and how he's been
I wish I
treating
could
this.
give you more light, buddy. Do you need more light?
No, I'm good. I'm just scatterbrain.
Take your time.
Being hereditary, there's others in your family also dealing with the same issue?
That is correct. I have 2 brothers. One of them is also positive for this.
Has he tried to control or maintain himself with cannabis as well, or is he going a different route? And the reason I ask is there that much of a comparable difference between the two of you?
He has chosen a different route.
Yeah?
And the difference, well, I get treatments type. I'm taking care of it. He's not actively pursuing to beat it.
Okay,
If
I
that's
get
a
you.
good explanation. But he's not using cannabis oil. He's not getting the same type of shots that I get.
So he's just going through the motions.
He's going
Or
through the
treating
motions.
symptoms.
Yeah. Pardon me.
Like or treating symptoms such as taking analgesics for the pain or antacids for the gas, things like that.
What are the symptoms?
Oh,
The
It
Simpsons.
depends
I
on
said, what are the
which
Simpsons?
gland.
Well, The Simpsons is a cartoon.
Yeah. Just about to say that. Yeah, a lot of the symptoms of this are. Give me 1 second. What I've gone through
He
is
has
actual.
to look it up because he doesn't remember.
There's just so many different areas of it. My main issues are the stomach area. Too
What
much
you eat,
acid
stuff. You have
produced.
to watch what you eat and stuff like that.
I take 80 milligrams of a antacid, basically prescribed antacid, twice daily, morning and night. And even still, it's iffy.
So you get stomach issues.
Lots of stomach issues.
Acid.
They've also, back in 2014, they took the head of my pancreas. Head or the tail, I don't remember. A partial pancreatectomy.
I was just going to say something like that.
Or a distal.
Wow.
I only have a quarter of my pancreas left in me.
So, okay, well, Marcel, maybe you can explain what is the pancreas for and why do we need it?
Insulin, or you die.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And because of this, he is also type 1 diabetic. Or as Wilford Brimley says, diabetic.
Diabetic?
Yeah. That's been the hardest to get accustomed to since 2014.
That's about when I was diagnosed with type 2, but about the same time.
All right, so your diabetes, you're monitoring your blood sugar on a daily basis, obviously.
Yeah.
How long have you been using cannabis oil on a daily basis?
Well, before all this started, I was a rec user. I knew nothing about edibles, concentrates. Basically, was just having fun. And then when all this happened, I started using oil. And the difference, well, actually, I was on 80 milligrams Foxconn twice daily.
So you had to go through the whole opiate thing in order to get to this point.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
No.
So I got switched over, and it's been uphill ever since, basically. Have setbacks. The lack of energy is the worst thing to deal with daily right now.
Yeah, I can relate and imagine
what you're looking for. I just want people to know that while he's going through this, CJ, he helps us here with hope. He runs to people in need, and I mean, that's what he does, all while he's trying to take care of himself. And I know 20 or 30 helping people like that in our community, eh?
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
There's quite a bit.
I couldn't do it at all without my wife's help, though.
Oh, no, your wife
She's fabulous.
Yes.
She couldn't come today.
Drives him everywhere.
No, I drive.
But it's, as she told me the other day, my car.
Yeah.
Mine drives me everywhere, so.
This is for you.
Well, you haven't decided to take up driving again, Marcel?
I still can't. I still can't hold on to a steering wheel.
Oh, okay. Well, you need more oil.
See, I don't know. I don't think there is enough oil. After how much I eat and what I've done.
He's a success, a cannabis success story is what I call him as well.
Awesome.
He's MS, bedridden.
Wow.
Get your affairs in order. He started taking RSO and, FICO, right? And he doesn't even use his cane hardly anymore.
That's amazing.
You know, and Debbie is still skiffing. Our new co-host that isn't here this evening is basically the same, eh, Marcel?
She's got MS. Hers isn't as aggressive as what mine was, but she maintains hers. The problem is it takes a lot of cannabis to do shit that I've done.
And you got to the point where you weren't high anymore, and we were talking about that just before the show. He doesn't get high anymore. I mean, there's that plateau that you do hit, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he can get high. It's just he's got to add a lot more to him to get high because his body's going to absorb as much as it can for the relief. Once you get to the point where you have total relief, then yeah, you can get high. But you could be taking the equivalent of 60 to 70 grams of cannabis in one dose to achieve that buzz. Is it worth it? Think about it. I mean, do you really want to spend that kind of money to get a buzz?
Not really.
Or would you rather just stay on the plateau that you're doing? You want a quick buzz? Go smoke a good strong joint or something different. That'll give you a quick buzz, but it'll only last for a couple minutes.
We used to talk about this a lot when I was up north because I didn't have the steady supply that I do now, being here.
Yeah.
And there would be times when we'd be doing the show and I had no pot, no cannabis of any kind, and yet they're listening to me ramble on because I'm like hurt, you know.
But we've all been there.
That's what I'm getting at. And I'm a firm believer that if I hadn't taken the chance to move, regardless of the situation, of how it happened, if I had not moved, I don't think I would be alive right now.
Yeah, because you didn't have a supply.
No, it's not just that. It's the whole thing. I have this place to come to. You know, I have lots of new friends and friends. Like, I've known CJ for a few years, but we've just become friends really because I'm in Hamilton a lot, and he comes over here and hangs out.
Yeah.
But we've known each other online for a while. You know, like Marcel, you'll like this. Marcel and Darcy, I've known Marcel going on 8 years now. He's been doing the show almost 4 or 5 now. And we just met last summer.
Yeah, for the first time in
for
person.
The first time.
Oh, nice.
I see Mary Jane all the time. Now, my first co-host, Dave, and Brian, and I'm bringing this up for a reason. Brian's mom just passed away, so I just wanted to send my love out to him. But Dave and Brian, what was it? Where was I talking about? You see? No, I haven't done any mushrooms,
hosts.
Marcel.
You were your first hosts.
Oh yes, it was a different show.
You never did meet them.
It was what?
You never meet them?
I met Dave. We started hanging out, and then it all fell apart.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, we didn't really like each other in person, I don't think, and then that changed the dynamics on the shows because we were goofballs. We'd be sitting online together for like 12 hours at a time, goofing about, doing skits, doing live stuff, farting around, and then we meet, and it's just like.
Yeah, you're a dick.
No, it's not that he was a dick. He was a dick. Okay,
I was talking about you, but maybe
I'm a dick too. But no. But you know how like I've had that happen a couple of times with online meetings. You know.
Oh yeah, me too.
Where the person is not who you thought they were, and it changes your opinion completely.
Or what you
Al got catfished.
I got catfish. Is that what you call it out there?
Yeah,
that's what they call it.
They call it everywhere.
Yeah. You think you're something else, but you're getting something totally different.
Well, yeah. Okay, so I got catfished.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By a guy named Dave.
By a guy named Dave.
Dave. But you know, I mean, he's hilarious. When he's on, he's hilarious. And we had like Marcel and I have we can play off each other pretty good. And Darcy is filling in as well. And
we all play off of Darcy now.
But, but you know, it was different because it was like we were going after, like we were doing like the Dean Blundell show of weed.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I've heard that name in forever.
What was that?
I've not heard that name in a long time.
You know, he got fired. You know that Amy, Anonymous, who used to be my co-host, was doing his show with him for a little while just before he got fired.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was, and now she's with the Trailer Park Boys.
She's the person to introduce me to the world of edibles.
I love Amy.
Many moons ago.
She introduced me to cannabis. I mean, I already knew her, cannabis, Mary Jane, but she introduced me to, you know, edibles in a whole other world. And she was the one that did my intake with Sandra Petit at COM when I went there. But anyways, let's get back to you, buddy. You got a whole bunch of paper out here.
Oh, I'm just
stuff to recant.
Browsing.
So,
in case I ask too hard of a question and go look it up.
Let me ask you a question here. On a daily basis, because of cannabis, you're having to take much less other crap, correct?
Yeah, I've not actually used a painkiller for 2, 3, 4 years.
Now, okay, so I've been told, and Marcelo will probably speak up here, I've always been told during conversations that when you have cancer, you don't use the oil if you're going to be using a chemo treatment or something like that.
Why not?
Why? What? Because one cancels out the other.
Not really.
Okay.
Because we've had a lot of people that have opted to use cannabis oil as well as go through chemo and radiation.
Okay, you see, this is new because I've always heard you don't do the chemo if you're going to do the oil. You're kind of wasting $3,000.
Right. It's not something that I would do or I would suggest.
Okay.
But
oil
people are free to make up their own mind.
Did you hear what CJ just said it also helps with the side effects, the oil.
That's right, and that's why a lot of them do it, is because of the side effects from the chemo and the radiation.
Well, I use it more than ever then. If I was going through treatment, that's when I would double up on my dose.
Just
Yeah, I mean,
everything you got. I mean, what?
But it's a matter of, can
keep
you
a-
afford to double up your dose?
Well, this
you
is
keep
true
a good
too.
regiment. You've got you keep a diary and everything. You're documenting this, right?
I was up until a point.
Yeah.
I've been I've been very lucky over the past few years. Whenever I run out of oil, some great person in the community steps forward and donates me quite a bit, and I actually won a full 90 grams from a company not a few months back that allowed me to take a gram a day for 90 days.
Yeah.
Do you ever get it tested before you consume it?
No.
So you're
the
really
reason
not
I
quite
purged
sure
it
what
off
you're
a little bit
consuming
extra.
either.
I can test it for THC, CBD percentages. But
And the reason
other
I
than
ask
that-
is because of residual solvents, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I always purge everything a little longer. I always purge everything when I get it.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay,
matter where
that
I
makes
get it from. Unless I'm making it myself, and it's been a little while since I've done that.
If you can get to a point where you don't have to do it, then that's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to.
Only
start
because
again.
I teach people how to make oil, and the one thing I can't stress enough is, if you're going to make an oil, go outdoors.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's hard to
yes.
do that here in Canada
Yes.
all the time.
Yes. But
It-
there are people in the community that do make it, and it is good, and it does help people.
And quite a few of them do brave the outdoors to get it done
Yep.
correct.
I prefer to make oil in the wintertime anyways.
Do you really? Now I've heard
Yep.
that a lot.
I
There's
do
a-
too.
There's a reason for it.
Okay, well, what's the reason?
Lower humidity.
Way lower humidity.
Way lower
you
humidity,
get
you're
thicker.
actually no, it boils off faster.
Okay.
So the difference between, say, boiling 2 gallons of solvent off take roughly 4 hours outdoors at 70% humidity, but 3 hours at 50% humidity.
I have to say something. I forgot to put your name in the title of the show, and I apologize. I will fix that as soon as we're done. Hi, Paula.
G'day.
What are you doing?
Oh, she's back.
She came back. Well, she always comes back, but she usually runs away. Now she's going outside now. Yep. She's our door woman. Oh, you need a hand there, buddy? You good? Awesome. Hi, puppy. Oh, okay. So, do you want to take a break, guys?
My wife just informed me I only have the head left of the pancreas.
Oh. Well,
Thanks,
you, dear.
dear.
So type that.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, dear. So let's take a break. I have a song loaded up, okay? And it's called, where is it? Damn it. Where the hell is it? It's an Aretha Franklin song, and it's Think, but it's been remade for a drunk driving campaign. So for Matt or somebody. So here's some Aretha Franklin, and this is the 420 Radio Show. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Cheech. And this is Chong. And you're listening to Lifestyle Radio. What is it? Lifestyle Radio. Say it one more time. 420 Radio? Ooh.
Hang up and try again.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
Legacy 420 has medicinal and recreational products down to a science, literally. With 2 biochemists on staff and a chief scientific advisor, every product is tested in the Legacy 420 laboratory. Legacy 420, Tyendinaga. Open 9 to 9 every day. Visit legacy420.com.
Yeah, whenever the song stops.
Okay, well, the song's going and it's fading out right now, so because that's the way I have it set up to do.
Then
Hi,
we can
CJ.
do a show.
Are you cold?
Little. I'm always cold.
So we're talking with CJ. What's it called again? What do you call it? I'm just curious to know.
MEN1.
MEN1.
Men.
Yeah.
Men1.
Men1. Is it a guy disease or is it a anybody disease?
It wants everybody.
Okay. That sucks.
It ends with me, though. My son does not have it.
Oh, thank God. You've had him
You've
tested.
already had him tested?
Yes. We had to wait until he was 5.
Oh, yeah?
I'm
Okay.
sure
But then-
I'm going to get a text here correcting me.
The wife keeps sending messages.
Maybe we should get her to Skype in.
And I can see the computer being turned off now.
Yeah.
And then LOL on her phone soon. Okay, go ahead.
But with that, he's fine. He doesn't have it, but it could skip a generation where his children could end up with it, could it not?
I don't think so.
Not on his case, anyways. Not if you have anything to say with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the end.
Really?
Yeah, the wife says never.
Never.
Bonus. See? We should have just had her come on.
So,
the only good thing about this, well, I don't know how good it is, but it is slow moving. So
well,
it's not like I'm going to go
slow anyway. So
yeah, it comes with time off.
Time off.
Right, but it's not like a pancreatic cancer, which is very fast, very aggressive.
Is it painful? It can be painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
At times. Yeah.
At times it is.
Yeah.
Like
when you have flare-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to call it.
Yeah, well, I got a prostate thing happening, so yeah, I know the flare-ups. Every now and then, it's just like, everything stops.
Yep.
Right?
That's no fun.
No. No. That's about a week of a lot of pain.
I'm not sure about that. I'm definitely going to ask that question next trip.
What?
If it can skip a generation, but I'm being told, no, it stops here.
That's cool if it does stop there.
That's cool if it does. Yeah, you can hear them, okay, right?
When I lean back and
you want me to turn
my
them
head
up a bit?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I just keep.
That's why I have.
Do you want us to yell at you?
There you go.
No, I can hear
yell at you if you want.
He can hear you. He's sitting right beside his speaker. That's why you can hear the echo. Sorry.
Actually, it's not that bad.
Well, I don't know. We'll ask our listeners, how do we sound tonight? Because I want to remember where all the levels are if it's good.
You should take a picture.
You know what? There you go.
Yeah.
Thank
there you go.
Marcel.
Take a picture of it.
Taking a picture, it lasts longer than my memory.
I've been taking pictures of everything lately, the scale readings. Instead of even writing them down, I just take a picture.
Well, I also, last week we had Jack Lloyd on. Or was it last week or the week before?
We had Jack Lloyd on.
2 weeks ago. And he
we
asked
have Pillow
us,
Guys on.
He asked us to, the Pillow Guys. We have Larry out and about here in the lounge. What? Open the doors. You take another mushroom there, lady. You're hearing things. Oh God, here comes Mary Poppins.
Al, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Good.
I don't remember what we were talking about. I'm sorry.
Marcel?
That's probably what we were talking about. Memory.
Yeah.
And how's yours?
We were talking about Jack Lloyd and the fact that he was on the show a couple of weeks ago. And he asked us to gather names for him for affidavits because he's going up against the police department because they're trying to take our places like this and dispensaries away from us.
Right.
So we have had 2 pages full already of names that I've sent to Jack. So I just want to say, if anybody's listening, thank you for signing that. Because,
yes, thank you.
It's not just for yourself; it's for all of us. Because we need to gather these signatures so that we can make a stand, a legal stand, because what the cops have done in Hamilton recently is go against a judgment, court judgment, and that's not okay, right?
No, it's kind of a dick move.
Evil.
It's evil?
It's evil.
It's a
evil.
dick
Ooh,
move.
that sounded really
with that, Al.
bassy. That was basic. Evil. So I think this is working out. We were going to sit in the booth, but then I was like, Marcel's going to get upset because he'll hear the echo and blah, blah, blah. Right. So we're.
It just wouldn't be the same without the cold breeze each time someone came in.
What it is I don't like sitting up here alone.
I'm glad I could be here for you, Al.
He gets nervous in case the cops come.
No, what are you talking about?
Don't be nervous, Al.
Hi, John.
Big coward.
Our Fix-It guy just came in. John the Fix-It guy.
My first
well, it's
encounter.
better than Larry the Cable Guy. John the Cable Guy? Anyways. Back to... So you told me that there is a procedure that you can take. You want to talk about that? Like there's a surgical procedure that he can have that would do what?
It would remove the possibility for...
Death?
Well, no. The possibility for more issues to appear, I would say.
Okay.
It's called the Whipple procedure.
The Whipple. Have you ever heard of that, Marcel?
No.
No. He's Googling it, I bet you.
The Whipple procedure.
Whipple?
Yes.
I've actually heard that words, like that phrase before, and I don't know why. Maybe because we were talking about it? Or could
Maybe.
I've never heard of it.
I've maybe in like on the Good Doctor or one of those shows, because they use real diseases, and then they work the show around it, right? So maybe it was that. I don't know. It was like Trapper John, MD, or something.
Oh, you get a whole diet with that.
What's that?
The Whipple procedure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you get your own special diet.
It's not something I...
Okay, wait. You only have the head of your pancreas left?
Yes.
Whipple procedure removes the head of the pancreas.
They'll remove everything around as well.
The head of the pancreas, the first part of the small intestine, the gallbladder, and the bile duct.
Oh, gallbladder's gone.
All right. So, and the
That
bile
was a
duct.
surprise when I woke up from the first surgery.
Oh, surprise! We've taken your gallbladder. Would you like it just in a jar?
Actually, I have the pathology report for that somewhere.
They
They were kind enough to give it to me.
He comes with his own pathology.
Description.
But I guess
Yeah,
it's good
that's
to
why
have-
you would end up with your own special diet.
Yeah, it would basically make life extremely complicated. I have met a few people who have had it done, and they're living great lives. It's just not something that I want to dive into if there are other options.
Once they do that procedure, if you go that way, do you have to wear a bag? Do you lose mobility? Like, what happens? You don't know.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
So, or you can keep doing what you're doing and hope that it goes into remission. More wifey comments. Just leave it open, dude.
I'm being told they took it out because I had gallstones, and the medication they gave me at the time would have made them bigger.
Okay.
So I guess
That's
it's
right.
better waking up to...
Do you need the gallbladder? What is it for? It's just one of those, like the appendix?
I'm
annoying?
not sure. I guess you don't need it because it's gone.
But does it now? When they take that, do you have to, like, is there anything different that you have to do? Do you have to piss in a bag? You know, do you have to go and have a colonoscopy every 2 days? Like, is there? I'm being silly, but I mean I'm being serious too.
I've not really noticed any difference. Maybe.
You know, Ira, I'm considering asking Ira if he'll do a colonoscopy on the air for me, because I need to get one. I have to do one every 2 years.
You can have fun with that.
So Ira, if you're listening,
oh gosh,
that's on Ira's show, right?
No, here he would
do it on Ira's show.
Oh
Yeah,
come
do it
on!
on his show.
Oh come on! Let's be medical. You're no fun, guys. You're
We're
getting
medical.
old.
I just don't want to be any part of your little sexcapades. You riding his scope. I can take an hour on this tower.
Shut up. Okay, now shut up, Marcel. Now you got too far, dude. There are people here. Okay. Oh, I dropped my phone. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to CJ.
I don't think CJ wants to help with that one either.
No. I'm good. I'm good. It's a good little giggle.
Okay, so let's go back to CJ and your dosaging. So you got a 90 gram supply of oil.
That's been gone for a little while now.
Okay, so how did you use that or do that, or what did you do?
I broke that up into 4 capsules at 250 milligrams and took those every 3 to 4 hours, and an additional 250 right before I went to bed.
And I'll tell you, they're very strong because I had one just before the show, and I feel great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Al's broken.
Yeah, am I getting blamed for breaking you here?
Oh,
yep.
No, my mic is broken. No, I'm not. I feel great.
That's awesome.
I'm just like, I'm enjoying hanging in.
Al gets broken pretty much every time he does the show there.
Well, you know what? Would you rather me sitting in my apartment up north?
I think he was broken before the show started.
This is self-inflicted.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Very self-inflicted, but I'd rather be doing this than sitting in my apartment staring out the window. Watching the squirrels. I have squirrel de soleil.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're all over the place. The little guys, they're all running around. It's like Cirque du Soleil for squirrels.
See, we don't have that issue here because
Squirrel
we have
de soleil.
cats.
We have cats.
We have
wild
enough cats in this neighborhood, you don't see a squirrel.
We have wild cats in the ravine just behind my place. But there's a lot of squirrels. But you know what I noticed? The gray ones.
You got those great
with
big
the
gray
black
squirrels
ones.
and shit.
I
They
see
do.
one of them big
They
black
mingle,
guys.
they hang out, they
There's-
chase each other, they play. But
Yeah,
man,
but your squirrels
they
will take
leap-
on a cat.
They leap 20 feet easy.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. It's like, boom. Yeah, buddy, you made it.
You need to get yourself a little laser pointer.
What?
You need to get yourself a little laser pointer.
I
Leave them
have
on
one. Do they like them?
Let me know.
I'll get it. Good idea. I have one for the cat, and the dog likes
Oh my
it, too.
God.
The
People
dog-
up
my
there
neighbor
gonna be
must hate me downstairs because I play. I use it when the dog's with my sister because the dog goes crazy. She runs around the fucking room more than the cat.
Al, be careful pointing that out the window.
Yeah, I know, eh? Yeah.
People will think you're shooting them.
That's where am I going?
You'll make the news.
Oh no, I don't want to make the news because then I can't do this.
Crazy chair lady did.
Fair enough. So did the crazy cat lady.
Crazy hang off a crane lady.
You know the crazy. You know what? Every time I go along the DVP now, I'm looking. Okay, where's that balcony? It was that balcony right there.
Yeah, look out for chair.
When you guys come to Toronto, that's one of the things we're going to do. We're going to go up on the highway and we're going to go by those buildings so you can say you were there where the lady threw the chair. Hey, that rhymed.
I'll Instagram it.
Oh, well. Look. Anyways, what were we talking about? We were talking about you. Oil. So,
oil.
So you were just ingesting just straight oil in
for a
capsules.
while.
He makes his own, though, too.
I was.
Yeah.
And now I've just been gifted generously.
Yes.
From quite a few different sources. And when I run out, I
Now, question.
stop by and pick some up.
Have you done the full oomph, the whole shebang course of oil that everybody says that will knock the shit right out of you?
A gram a day for 90 days?
Yeah.
I did. That's
what got you to this point. That's basically what got you to this point, right?
Yeah,
Along with
that finished not long ago. But before that, I was not up at a gram a day. I just never had enough.
Okay, well, that's what I'm asking. Now, Marcel, do you think that it's more maintenance at this point with the cannabis than anything?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
it's still
because
not
if
back.
he's still growing tumors.
Okay. But they're not getting bigger, he said.
No, it's stable peripancreatic periduodenal lymphadenopathy.
Wow. That's a long one.
Yeah, it is. That hurt.
And you're not growing any new tumors either, are you? Or any that have been identified?
The door slams.
Yeah,
So
pardon me?
Can you repeat that?
Are you growing any new tumors at all?
No, not as of yet, thankfully. But there is a nice, fun regimen that they keep sending me for every 6 months. CT, MRI, octreotide scan. And we just work off of each one of those.
All right. So, yeah, that's all you really can do. While you're on that oil, did you have any other symptoms? Was pain still an issue?
Basically, it didn't disappear. It just dulled. Yeah, dulled it to
masked it, made you forget about it.
Yeah,
whatever.
Basically,
yeah. When when I was growing up, I did a project. It was my first big project with my dad's help. Actually, it was about cannabis. One of the things that I remember researching, I guess, was that it masks pain.
Yes.
Very well. Now, why is that? Anybody? Do you know?
I'm not quite sure.
Marcel?
I know that if you get enough, the pain is gone.
But is it masking it? Is it just masking it, or is it really taking it away?
For me, it just makes me forget about it.
For me, it's taking it away. I don't have pain.
So yeah, I guess that would be I don't have pain if I forget about it.
It's gone enough, so I
So,
can...
what's the longest? I'll ask these guys. What is the longest that you've been without cannabis at this point in your life, Darcy?
Longest I've been without it?
Yeah.
I haven't.
You've never been without since.
And I can honestly say, in the last 12 years, I've never ran out. I've ran out, but never. I've never ran out. I've never had a day where I've never had cannabis in my possession.
Now, do you think that if that day happened, it would matter? Because I know it matters for me.
But
like we said earlier in the show.
I know what you're getting to.
Yeah.
So, because like Charles, I was my own guinea pig. I tested anything and everything, and one thing I tested was after doing constant doses was quitting.
It sucked.
And
put me on the fucking couch or in bed, man.
but literally I had oodles around me, but I'd quit on purpose and not touch anything. And on the first day, there wasn't that much noticeable difference.
No,
the
it's
second
about
day,
4 days.
the second day is when the pain started returning.
Uh-huh.
On the third day, there was no cannabis left in the system. There was literally no relief, and it was pure hell and misery. And I did that about 4 friggin' times over a 5-year period.
As you know, I've had to do it not on purpose. And I thank God for that lady over there, because I don't have to worry about that now.
Actually, Al, I gotta politically correct myself. I have been without cannabis when I was in the hospital.
Would they wouldn't allow you?
He wouldn't ask.
I wouldn't ask. Yes,
He wouldn't ask.
That's exactly it.
Would you ask
They knew
now?
I go in the
Well,
hospital
hold on.
and
Would
I
you-
tell them.
Would you ask now, Darcy?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I wouldn't hesitate because I got enough edibles around, and I got enough people around me that could supply me with edibles at a moment's notice if I was in the hospital. It may take an hour or two for them to get there, but I would have edibles. So, so I got to politically correct myself when I said I've never had a day in the last 12 years where I've been without it. I have when I was in the hospital. And I've been in there likely a dozen times in the last 12 years. 3 times were really urgent. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just
You
don't
know
go
what?
to the
I mean,
hospital.
like, it's been almost a year that I have not had to go through that.
Yeah, I try to stay away from that place as long as possible.
And I like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
What's the longest you've gone? Well, you said you weren't a wreck. But you were a wreck now and then, or all the time. Hey, there is the icon named Brady.
Wreck was often.
Yeah, came in the wrong time, buddy.
Wreck was.
I enjoy bugging him. Anyways,
Wreck was often, but I would go without, not really think about it. You know what I mean?
It's you know, it's been a long time that I've known that if you have a constant, if you can get over that hump, you're not stoned. Really, you can still, if you really want it. Yeah, you're functionable. But you still have to get over that hump. Like, I mean, I'm over that hump now, thank God, because it's a frickin' roller coaster.
It is.
That no pain, can't move, no pain, can't move, can't move, can't move, can't move. Oh, buddy, you got a doobie I can smoke, no pain, can't move. It's depressing.
It is.
You know.
Luckily, for the past few years, I've been pretty well supplied.
Yeah.
But when you do go without, it is extremely noticeable, not only on your pain level, but then everybody else in the general area notices as well. Your mood changes.
So now that everybody can grow 4 plants in Canada, it's going to alleviate some crankiness from some people, I think. At least I hope so. It's going to be a very, very, very interesting summer.
Should be.
And it's going to start in a few weeks with April 20th, the first legal 420. Ooh. Is it what? The ganja shots. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I got the kid, dude. I can't. I got the kid this weekend. See, I'm a responsible patient and parent. Well,
I stay away from.
Thank you, though. Maybe next week. Ooh, Monday. Anyways, they're playing with THC stuff. Anyways, where was he?
I think everyone would be happier eating a little bit of oil every morning.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't have oil much, but I do. Well, that's not true.
Edible oil.
Because now
get it in you.
What you're taking, what you tell me it was 135 milligrams.
Yeah, a few times a day.
Now, what I'm used to, I'm not used to that much, but I enjoy it because it makes me, I'm alert. I feel good. I'm not experiencing much pain. It never really goes away. You move and then it's like, oh, yeah, there it is. Right?
But it's 135 milligrams of what? 135 milligrams of oil or 135 milligrams of something else?
It's 135 of feco oil, and the rest is liquid coconut oil.
Ah, okay. So you're mixing with an MCT.
Yeah.
And each capsule has 135 milligrams of the mixture or 135 milligrams of the cannabis oil?
Of the...
He doesn't know.
Give me a sec.
He's thinking. The brain is working.
Would he be better with your mixture? I suppose
he's not allowed to do it himself.
I was going to get there.
I'm intrigued.
Would he?
He would do. He would do better,
but
he can't do it himself.
Would he be a candidate for your trials?
I don't know if it'd be a high enough dose or so.
I don't know. I don't know because it's.
Suppose no one knows. So there you go.
No one knows.
You want to try an experiment?
And I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you
what now.
One sec, Marcel.
That's early onset ALS.
Is it helping with that?
It seems to be.
I took his trials,
but that was the
last
suppository route.
Oh,
the one with the ALS is using the suppository route, which might still be a better option for trials. Only because
I'm not a big fan of that option. I've tried it on a few occasions, and yeah, I don't know how to describe that.
Well,
I know how to describe it that it works and why the science works behind it. But I'm thinking more in your case because of the issue that you have with your intestines and things like that. Your uptake of oil happens in your small intestine, right? So that's the part of your body that does the absorption for the oils is there. Removing part of your small intestine may hinder that process is a concern. The suppository, you don't get high. That's the downside of the suppository. There's no chance of a buzz. But you can get a massive amount of cannabis into your organs that haven't been processed by the liver.
And we know they work.
Yeah, we know they work extremely well.
Yes. Very well. We have patients. We have patient testimonial.
So I mean, if you can treat your lung cancer by shoving it up your butt, it's probably not a bad idea.
So you could think you could involve the wife.
Turn it into a game. Listen, what we tell people.
Captain Dave. Do you know who Captain Dave is? Captain Dave. We've had him on the show, right, Marcel?
Yep.
And he's out west, and he's got a whole, I can't remember what his slogan is, but he's got T-shirts. It's like, it's not bent for a friend or anything like that. But
I mean, you can do what you want with the suppository, but we tell people any further than a second knuckle, you're just going for fun. So.
Yeah, you're
okay. Now explain this something to him because I know something that I'm pretty sure that will be interesting to him. You can go up to where you're supposed to, which is what, the first knuckle, right?
Or second knuckle.
The second knuckle. If you go up further than that, then you're going to get all buzzed out and shit, right? Or
No,
something like that?
I don't. No, I don't believe that at all.
Okay.
No,
No.
when I was trying it, I never
You never
got buzzed off.
Really? Because I've seen people say, "Hell no, yes you do," and shit like that, right?
I mean, no,
They're
because
smoking
I'll tell
on
you
the
why.
other- They're smoking in both ends, is what's going on there. I think.
We have a friend who is an amazing testimonial for suppositories.
He sure is.
This guy takes the smallest dose in edible, and he's screwed. Like, he can't function or anything. But literally 9 grams of oil rectally has no effect on him, other than the fact that he can get up and walk around.
And he lost a super lot amount of weight.
Well, that was because he could get up and walk around. And he was up and moving around after the very first suppository, and that's when he decided that, oh yeah, more is definitely better. So he uses syringes and literally injects 9 grams at a time
Into his butt.
into his butt with a syringe of pure oil,
Straight oil?
straight oil.
Sounds like an interesting day.
But there's no buzz.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I'm just
But
thinking about that
you would
mass
feel you
quantity.
Would, wouldn't
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel it in your normal everyday ness?
You don't feel anything. I've had patients tell me that they feel a tingling sensation, but other than that, just relief. So the one with the ALS, after the first suppository, the next morning they woke up, they had no pain, that they weren't stiff, they were able to get up and move around first thing in the morning, which they hadn't been able to do, and that was after the first suppository.
CJ has
So we-
to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, we know they work. It's just whether or not you're willing to, whether or not you or a friend is willing to use them.
Okay, so if that's not an option, in his case, what would you suggest? Maybe you know what? Let's listen to another song, and when he comes back, because I'd like him to hear that answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna listen to some Stick Figure, Smokin' Lovin'. It. Lovin'? No, Smoke. I can't even see the damn thing. You'll hear the song if you like it. Good. We'll be right back.
So what are you doing? Nothing. Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
Legacy 420 has medicinal and recreational products down to a science, literally. With 2 biochemists on staff and a chief scientific advisor, every product is tested in the Legacy 420 laboratory. Legacy 420, Tyendinaga. Open 9 to 9 every day. Visit legacy420.com.
you, you know. Well, everything is alright, girl, why you know when I'm smoking with you. Whoa, and spend a little time inside, put it up, girl, you know what to do. I wanna get high over the moon, on the left side, pass it over to you. On the low, everything is alright, girl, why you know when I'm smoking with you. Give me that good high grade, that Bob Marley strain, we make you feel the pain, you know. This smoke I feel me brain, listen to my octane, you know me now go change, you know. Let's sip some good champagne and pop some good champagne, I hope you feel the same, you know. And girl, don't play no games because you know what I'm talking about. I wanna get high, baby, let's go. Come on, I wanna smoke a big spliff with you. I wanna get high, baby, let's go. Come on, I wanna smoke a big spliff with you. Cause you're my smoking love. Smoking love. I wanna be alone with you and get us down. I wanna go home with you and let alone. I wanna get high, I wanna get low. Come on, I wanna smoke a little split with you. I wanna get high, I wanna get low. Come on, I wanna smoke a little split with you. Smoking love.
We're talking about hash bags.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, we're back, and I am all wrapped up in a cord, and now I'm standing.
Did Charles make it back?
And CJ's here
DJ?
doing his blood.
Don't do it, Al.
He's stabbing himself?
Yeah, he has to do that where, I have type 2 and I don't do that.
Nighttime insulin.
Yeah, but and Emily does that too. My niece does that too. Yeah, I don't, and I'm so proud of her. She's 15 now, and she's got the thing on her arm now. She doesn't have to do blood pricks.
That's awesome.
It's just like, and that's her blood levels, but she's pre-approved, I think now, are on the waiting list for the pump. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for her because it's been the last 4 years. Well,
definitely would make
years.
life so much easier.
She's been really brave. She was in a coma for 5 days. The settling period was over, and then she went to visit somebody and
came a long way.
What's that?
I said we came a long way with medicine with diabetes.
Yeah,
thankfully.
I take one metformin in the morning and I take one in the evening, and I take a Lipitor and something else for the prostate. And cannabis. And that is when I'm asked at the drugstore, what are your medicines? That's what I say. And cannabis.
I just take cannabis. What do you take? Cannabis. How many?
More than you've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally lead with that.
Yeah.
But if you ask at Shoppers now, they'll give you advice.
Yes, they will. But they're not allowed to tell you about strains or anything like that, just like the OCS store.
And meanwhile, I have pharmacists asking me.
You guys are really low, as I'm hearing. I'm going to turn
Sorry.
you guys up.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I heard.
Yes, I believe it's better.
Okay, it's better.
Okay.
So I can stand over here and hear you now. I had to have the headset on. I didn't realize it was so low. Sorry.
This was just for you.
Yeah. Well, I always try and bring you guys up to the same level as we are, right? So, anyways, so we wanted to talk about growing. We were gonna segue into it, but there's really nothing to segue to. So, or from.
Wait, yes, there is.
What?
CJ, do you grow your own?
I've just started.
Well, that's why I wanted
That's
to
how
go right
you.
to it.
This is how you segue into something, Al.
No, but that's what I was doing, bonehead. I was doing this.
You were
because
doing a very poor job of it.
I know CJ, and I know what he's got going on, and I know how much fun he's having right now. Okay, because he's experimenting. But he and let's just say, okay, he is licensed. Okay, so. But what he's trying to do is, there's a lot of different lighting you can get, right? And what's that?
There's tons.
And I've heard this one's better than the other. Blah, 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 blah.
In all honesty, before Darcy gets into a spiel of lights, here's the simple thing that it all plays down to is what can you afford to pay up front for the lights and to pay long term for the power. Then make your decision on your lights.
Well, that was my deciding factor.
Which leads me to CJ's method at the current date is low wattage LED.
Low?
High
1200?
It's 1200.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's not low wattage LED.
That's what it's advertised as, I guess.
At 1200.
Yes.
I can ask you a whole bunch of technical questions, but you likely don't know.
We couldn't answer them.
Yeah, just like what's your amperage and stuff, because that all leads into your cost of your power, right?
I'm not quite sure. This is my first time doing anything. I basically went with what I could afford out of pocket at the time.
Yeah. I have heard a lot of people say they've had great success out of these lights.
Oh, I've had amazing success out of my LED grow light, but not a lot of people can go to the store and pay $5,700 for a grow light either.
Oh.
Yeah. What did you pay for yours?
$159.
See, there you go.
You got a 1200 watt LED for $159.
Yeah.
And
you got to show me where you've been shopping, dude.
How are your plants doing?
First batch didn't hold out too well. It was a little too cold. Next round, it's going great.
Good. Because that's a smoking price for a 1200 watt light.
Did you order it online?
Yeah, it was off Amazon.
So it's like one of them Chinese knockoffs or so.
But even still, a 1200 watt light at that price.
Best VA or I don't recall.
Got a friend with a Samsung S8 phone? That's a serious question. No. Samsung S8.
No.
Samsung S8's got, there's an app for the Samsung S8 that is a light meter. And it'll give you your light output. I can walk into any grow room with my phone and see what the light output actually is. It's pretty cool.
Nice info.
Yeah.
Wait, there we go. There's the mic on. I was like, oh, and I was talking away, and there's no mic on. So you can get like a light meter for your app as an app for your phone. That might help you see what's going on, right?
Yeah, the Galaxy S8 has amazing
he doesn't have
tools.
Yeah. Not yet. One day.
Not yet. Maybe soon. One day.
And the importance of that is just because if you don't have enough light, just like anything, you won't get the quality of bud that you're expecting.
You'll still get bud. It just may not be what you're expecting off of a light that's supposed to give you 1,200 watts.
Further and further into this world of cannabis.
What's that app
Things are gonna. What is the app name, Marcel? Oh, okay. His wife might have one. What's the app name?
I'm telling you in a second.
Oh, he's looking.
I think it's just my Galaxy app.
Okay.
Hang on. Galaxy Sensors is what it's called.
Galaxy Sensors.
Yeah.
Huh.
It gives me the temperature, humidity, the lux, the pressure, and the altitude of where I am. And the altitude constantly changes. No. Well, I don't know if it does. I don't know. After all of the reviews that I did on the phones, this one showed the best ability for these sensors.
Oh, cool. Somebody's flicking a lighter.
That was me.
Flicking their Bic.
It was me because it's like...
I got a Bic too. What color is yours?
Ooh.
Mine's orange.
Looky, Al.
Oh. Hey, he's got it.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
Light, pressure, altitude, humidity, temperature.
Yeah.
That's the one. Zippity bing bang.
Thank you for that. I'll be going to have a look.
So,
yeah.
I'm interested to know what those lights are because my budget's about your budget. Okay, so and there are kits you can get, tent kits that come with the light, and now you have a choice of a LED or,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Oh, you can buy a whole kit with light, fan, filter, and you can get LED setups. You can get metal halide and high pressure sodium. You can get ceramic metal halides.
They give you choices, yeah.
Yeah, it's a matter of how much do you want to pay up front versus how much do you want to pay for the long term. If you think of a 1,000-watt light, will run you roughly $50 a month on your power bill. Running on a 14 to 18-hour schedule.
That's not too bad.
And then you base it off of there. Yeah, but if you've got a room that's... If 1,000-watt light can do maybe... Well, I go big plants, so 2. But 4 plants on average... You're going to grow more than 4 plants, you need another $1,000. There's another 1,000 watts, now you're at $100 a month. That's just the lights. Your exhaust fan's running the whole time. Your circulating fans are running the whole time. So your cost can add up over time.
Yeah.
It sure can.
Yep. I have friends that grow that have $16,000 a month power bills.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'd hate to know what our power bill is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like to scare you.
Yep.
Well, you got 3 rooms with that.
This is why I prefer to grow outdoors over indoors. Because I cut out a major cost. Basically, all of the power. It costs me no power outdoors. So I'm a big fan of being green.
Yeah, and I guarantee you're not getting a brighter light than that sun. So
no, you're basically getting 1,000 watts at sea level, which is why you want to go for a 1,000-watt light in your grow, because you're trying to mimic what's outdoors.
Outdoors, yeah, exactly. And then you get people that go with smaller lights or put too many lights in a room.
I was about to ask that about the smaller lights.
I'm a 400 watt light is a 400 watt light. I mean, you want to grow with it. Yes, it'll grow your plants. And yes, it'll grow your really nice plants. But I tend to like to stay with. Well, I'm running an LED light in there right now. But I'm switching over to a double-ended high-pressure sodium. That's a conversion, so it'll run both bulbs in the same thing because now they make a ceramic metal halide bulb that's the same size. So I can run.
They are more expensive, though, aren't they?
Well, not really. I mean, yes and no, Al. I mean, the light that I'm looking at is it retails for $4.99.
But you got to factor in your hydro as well.
Yes, you do.
Right.
But the good thing with this new technology is at different wattages it runs different amperages. So if you were running it at 120, 1,000 watt light, it's burning 9.4 amps. But if you convert it to 240, it's only burning 4.2 amps. So it's less power.
A question. Are LED lights good for growing?
Yes.
Sure they are.
So, I mean, he could have lucked into something and gotten a good light, or he isn't going to get, he's going to get what he gets.
Any light can be a good light for growing.
Yeah.
It's just that what you put into it is what you get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you skimp on the light, that it doesn't get a whole lot, then you're not going to get a whole lot of bud of that great a quality. If you go with better lights, you'll get more bud, better quality.
There's a brand out there right now of these lights that are amazing. I've been reading a lot about them since I heard about them the later part of the last week, and I've been researching them all week, and I'm just fascinated with these things now, and I can't wait to try one. But yeah, there's lighting is so important. That's one of them key factors, right? You can grow with CFLs, you can grow with T5s, you can grow with LEDs, you can grow with metal halides, you can grow with high pressure sodium. You can even grow with induction lighting. It's all on what can you afford. Can you afford that light? Yes. Can you afford that? Can you afford all the fans that go along with that light to keep that room cool? Because now that's gonna raise the temperature up in your room or in your tent. So I mean, that's what it all comes back to, is the key factor of what can you afford, right? Not everyone can go out, like you said, Alan, afford a $5,700 light, right? I could never afford one if it wasn't for the company saying, here, try our light. I wouldn't have one.
I have a $600 tent.
Yeah, I paid
I have a $600 tent setup.
I paid $200 for my tent setup, and it was just a tent.
I got a tent.
Mine is the tent, the light, and the exhaust fan and filter.
I got a tent last year for a buddy, and it was $1,000 by the time it reached him.
What size was it?
4x4, 1,000
Holy
watt
shit.
with 1,000 watt HID, and the fans and all that shit. Like, it was a full package.
That sounds like a lot of money.
Plus shipping. No. Marcel knows the one I did, right?
Yeah.
So.
That still sounds like a lot, though, Marcel.
But it was only like $400 or something like that. By the time, but the shipping always gets you.
Right? Yeah.
I've got a 6-foot tent, so it's 6x6x6. Half of it I use for growing.
It might have been a 4x6 actually.
And then
I got a 5x5.
Right, but I only use one side of the tent for growing.
What size though?
2x4x6.
So he's got a 2x4x6.
I've got 3x6x6.
I don't have one. I don't have a place to put one right yet.
But I have I use 600 watt cool tube with a 6-inch fan.
Okay, so what's the best? My issue is not saving up the money to buy a tent package. My issue is being able to afford the hydro bill when it comes. Okay, so what is going to be the best method that I can do that? Because
For the hydro bill is going to be to go to LED. Because LED is going to be a lot less money. I mean, you can go induction lighting for your veg, which is even less money than LED, but you're paying a shit ton of money for the light.
Yeah.
Right? So LED is a better option, but is your LED switchable from veg to bloom?
The one I picked up it has 3 settings.
Okay. Because you want to be able to do that because you don't want to have to change a whole LED rack out of your tent to put in and basically have 2 LED racks.
Yeah. I'm only running autos right now, so I'm...
Yeah, in that case.
What do you run? What's your light cycle?
I have it on 20.
20 and 4.
Yep.
Awesome.
Leave it on that for the entire cycle.
I'm going to ask CJ to do something once a month. While you're doing this, once a month, I want you to come and talk to us. Not the whole show. I mean, you can anytime you want.
Well, thank you.
But once a month, I'd like you to come and tell us what's going on.
I'll bring you some
these
pictures.
guys will help you get the best of that you can get out of what you've got. Is that okay, guys?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
What are you feeding them?
I was going to say, what are you running for nutrients?
It's almost like we grow.
He's asking the wife.
No. Wife doesn't know that one. I was looking at I took a picture of it. Give me a sec. Total nutrition plant food 3-1-3. pH corrected, full complement of elements.
Never heard
I
of
didn't
that
want to
before.
say the name of where I got it, so.
No, don't say the name where you got it. What was the name of the product, though?
Total nutrition plant food.
Never heard of that product before myself.
I think it's an in-home
You know
make.
what? It looks like
It's in-house brand, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, it looks like it's an in-house.
Total Nutrition Plant Food 3-1-3 Happy Hydroponics.
There we go.
There you go.
You said it, I did.
I knew he'd find it.
You said it, I did.
Oh, well, no, it's just that's the actual name of the food. It's Happy Hydroponics' own in-house brand from the looks of it.
Right on. So they're basically their homemade stuff.
Yeah, it's what I was suggested to give it a try. I went in inquiring about, well, first-time grow food.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
How you finding it?
The first round didn't make it.
Yeah, it was way too cold, I think. Second round's going okay. I find it anxious.
What do you mean by too cold since you're running autos? Because you got to remember, autos can grow at 10 degrees, right?
They can take low temperature because of the ruderalis in them.
Yes, they sure can. As long as your temperatures do not drop below 10 degrees, you can grow an auto.
I don't think it went that low. I think what my issue was, I started in little pods in a nice warm greenhouse, and then I transferred them over to a coconut husk medium to give a grow bag a try.
Yeah.
And I don't think I waited long enough for the roots, maybe. I'm not sure. That's a little...
Could have been a bit of shock.
Regardless of what happened, it didn't work.
Yeah.
I'll give you one tip with autoflowers, because I grew a lot of autoflowers. I did a lot of experiments with autoflowers. Autoflowers are here and they serve a purpose.
That's for teaching.
It's for teaching, and it's for people that don't have a lot of time to grow because they take less maintenance, and you can still get a half decent quality product out of it.
I went with auto because I won at a package online that supplied me with $650 worth of auto seeds.
Nice.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
The only auto flowers I grow are the ones that I win or are given to me.
I buy certain strains because I research a lot of strains, and I fell out of following autos for a while because I got into following a lot more photo period strains and more elite genetics, like go to the west coast of North America, so California, Oregon, BC, Northern California. And there's a lot of crazy genetics coming out of there now, man. They got some crazy mad scientists up there in the hills creating shit.
Oh, nice. I'll look into that in the future. For now, I just wanted to get something, get it going, and get a couple notches under.
But if you want a good seed company to buy autos from, Sweet Seeds.
Oh, okay.
I've grown a couple. Out of all the strains that I've grown, Sweet Seeds has had by far the best pot, like the finished product, man. And I got by far the biggest plants.
I will make sure to get a pack of these auto seeds out to both of you.
Oh, wow.
Me and autos have fun.
Yeah. Those are the ones you gave me? Yeah.
I'll try to make sure something comes back your way.
I want to get a tent set up somewhere so that I can play and experiment and stuff. And
Al, my buds are so big in there now they're falling over. The plants can't hold them on.
Are you doing what they call a sea of green, or are you just growing?
He just flower them.
You just let them go.
I grow Christmas. I top them, but I kind of let them grow Christmas tree style. And I watered them out 2 days ago, and I went in and looked at them again today. I looked at them yesterday, but I looked at them again today when I got home from work because I had a little more time because I got home a little early. And they were. I went in and said, "Whoa!" There was only one or two branches. Now they're all fell over. So now I got to go in and prop them all back up.
Tie them.
I am.
Hang strings from the top of your tent down.
It's working.
I can.
Where are we on the lights?
Well, the lights are it's a matter of what can you afford up front versus what can you afford over long term. If he's got the LED, he's running the LED. He should be running it under veg now until they start to flower.
Have you been using it now, CJ? About 3 months?
2 months? month and a half.
Have you got your first bill reflecting the use?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know.
I'll be curious to know what it is.
Does Ontario Hydro have the same thing that we have, I wonder, on their website?
They have what, the different times that you're allowed to use this much is the rate.
No, ours has a calculator that you basically punch in how many watts or amps that you're using, and it tells you how much more you're paying per month.
I'm not sure.
So it's kind of cool. You can actually figure out how much it's going to cost you by sitting down calculating all the wattages of your fans and lights and things like that. Cool. Neat idea.
That is a good idea because I like to know what it would cost me to put a tent in the corner of my bedroom, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to make ballpark figure out 315 ceramic metal halide, because that's an overall light you can grow veg and flower with it, and you'll get a good product. You'll get a good final product. It's like going to cost you about $200 for the whole grow.
Yeah. So and that's
a power.
How many months is a full grow?
Well, depending on how long you want to veg for.
I want to veg.
You only got a 6'10", so you're only. I wouldn't veg no longer than if you're growing a clone.
I
If you're
don't
growing from
understand
seed,
it all yet. But
well,
go
if
ahead.
you're growing from the seed, if you went out and bought seed and it's a photo period seed, you're going to grow it for at least 30 days.
I grew one plant in my living room under a, just the regular. It was an LED light, but you screwed it in like a regular bulb. Okay, remember that, Marcel?
Yeah.
And
So
I got an ounce and a half out of it, but I went, almost a year of it just sitting there, eh, Marcel?
Yeah.
But it was nice. It wasn't bad. I mean, it got flushed right and everything. It didn't taste like shit, but I only got an ounce and a half out of it.
For growing for almost a year.
That was growing for almost a year.
But it was yours.
I was having fun. We'd talk about it on the show. We talked to it on the show. It was like a buddy lent me his bulb, and I just put a fucking seed in. It came up, and I just let it go. And then I think on New Year's or Christmas, I shut it. And it was probably the only reason I cut it down was because it was inspection day coming up.
Inspection day.
Living in an apartment,
Death by inspection.
I'm joking. That really happened, but I'm joking. But is there a way? Because there's a lot of people that I know that are cannabis users who want to grow, and if they could put a tent in their apartment and time it, like, would an autoflower be a good thing to do because you could time it
Not necessarily.
For what?
When the next one comes, because it's usually every 6 months, right? So how long does it take to get a grow off?
I started my autoflower seeds the day after legalization, and I harvested them by the end of January.
And here's a good example.
4 months.
That was my 4 legalization plants.
And then you have to have a place to dry it and cure it.
I use the same tent.
Okay.
To do my drying. Once I'm done my grow, I set my drying racks up and do my drying in the tent.
Oh, awesome. No,
because I have
what I'm going to do.
I have a small house, so I don't have a whole lot of options.
And here he comes.
That's the simplest option for me.
Let it run.
So you can put your plants in the tent to dry them when you're done your grow. And if you've got an exhaust fan, then it's sucking all of the air out and still no stink in your house.
Well, luckily, I don't have to worry about the stink. It's not the stink I'm worried about. It's me. It's me.
The stink of you?
I may be I don't have a green thumb, and I'm worried to put all this into the investment, and then
you got it.
You
have little
it's not that hard. The problem that most people have is they overthink it.
Do your research.
That's my problem.
I'll attach my grow here to the lounge, and I'll grow right here.
Do your research, though, Al. Being serious. Do your research on your genetics before you buy them. Make sure you buy a grower user-friendly genetic.
Does that really matter? Like, if you've got really excellent genetics, like you can just be a dummy and just let them grow and do what you're supposed to do and let them grow.
Put it this way: I wouldn't grow thin mints in my tent right now.
Say that again.
I wouldn't grow thin mints in my tent. I don't have the correct environment in there for it.
No.
I would be very disappointed with it, and I'd be very disappointed with myself because I know better.
There's strains that if you're starting out, start out on autoflowers because they're the most forgiving. Then when you want to move away from autoflowers into regular type seeds, then look at the strains that a lot of the seed companies will put down how hard it is to grow level, whether it's beginner or moderate or expert.
Look at that.
Well, we're gonna do maybe we'll do a little video, put out a little video, and because I see a lot of videos on YouTube about how to grow.
Oh.
But what I see is somebody trying to get enough clicks to make that money per click that you get. Okay, that's not what we're trying to do.
For your LED cost question, I'm being told that it is less than the computer.
Huh.
No increase at all.
You know what my mom told, speaking of hydro, my mom said to me, she said, you know, my hydro's gone up since you left. I said, that's because I shut off lights.
Yeah, exactly. Since I moved into this house.
There's a light on, and that's at my desk. If I go to the bathroom, I turn the hallway light on, I turn the bathroom light off, I piss, I turn it off, and I go back to my desk. You know.
Turning out lights seems to be my forever job here.
$49 a month, something like that.
Here's the thing.
But I got 3 computers running too. So that would go up my point is that would go up to $249. Now, in Canada, it is legal to grow cannabis, so the hydro isn't going to go, he's growing pot, look, he just had a spike. Because that's what they were doing with the smart meters. They're not allowed to do that anymore.
Within
But
though.
a spike of 3,000 or 4,000 watts is not a spike that's going to raise any alarms. It's when all of a sudden you've got
20,000 or 40,000.
Yeah, you're hitting demand load.
Mm-hmm.
They get a little concerned.
A month to 20,000 a month.
Yeah.
You got a 200 amp house and you're maxed out at 180.
Yeah, there's an issue there.
Yeah.
So that's when you want to go into a 600 amp service.
The first thing they're going to think, they're going to do, they're going to send the fire marshal because you're a fire hazard.
Yeah.
Because you're
all right.
imminent
Now you're going to scare people. But
but people should be scared.
The kits that you buy nowadays will come with 1,000-watt bulb, an exhaust fan, some cabling, everything.
But everyone got to be careful though, Al, because now that it's legal doesn't mean you just run out and buy the cheapest kit you can find.
Of course not. You've got to worry about gassing. You've got to worry about electrical issues.
A lot of these lights that people are buying on Amazon and stuff, you got to remember, make sure it's CSA approved.
Yeah, because I mean, you could be killing yourself.
Your house insurance will not. You got a grow room now in your house.
Dash down to my light.
Yeah, because you got
your insurance wouldn't cover it if it's not CSA approved, right?
Exactly. And if you say I bought my light on Amazon,
people are running into that. Yeah.
You know, you got to think of all these things.
Like he just reaches for, honey, is it CSA approved?
But like I say, these are things you got to take into consideration, right? I mean, now that it's legal.
That's why we're talking about it. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, right? Exactly. So, I mean, so you can buy all kinds of these lights and they're cheap, but just because it's cheap and you can get cheap good deals and you can get cheap really bad deals. And it's the bad deals that I worry about for people because of what they buy, right? Like there's this big controversy about your tent off gassing and if it's good for you or if it's not good for you, and it's like, you should buy 1680D. Make sure your tent is at least 1680D rated and all this other stuff. And to me, I mean, do I really think it matters? I haven't done really enough research on it to find out. But I don't know. What do you think, Marcel?
I think you go with what you can afford.
Well, then there's your answer.
In all honesty, it's what it always going to boil down to, is what can you afford?
What are you eating, Paula?
And long term.
Paula's got chocolate.
I was just looking at some light prices here.
Yeah. You got chocolate over there?
I was looking at light prices too.
Oh, I'll be over in a minute. We're almost done.
So 600 watt cool tube kit for $224.
Here you go. I got the Greon 1200 watt off Amazon CA.
I do.
Perfect.
You have a what?
I'm pretty sure it's the Greon, 1200 off Amazon.
So, you know what? We're done, guys.
We're done?
Yeah, look
Wow.
at the time. Look at the time, man.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we're sitting here talking about tumors.
They are tumors.
Growing.
Tumas.
1200 watt
We're
LED
joking around.
grow
We're talking
light.
about lighting. We're talking about growing cannabis because that's what CJ has to do to take care of himself. And he's just one of how many do we know how many patients we're talking medical cannabis here. Do we know how many medical patients they said it was 20,000 of us.
No, there's 40,000 growers. There was 40,000.
They're not saying how many growers there are now.
No.
Well, they can't count now because everybody can do
Plus, it's more confusing for them to count medical growers now because they've got to count ACMPR growers plus a rough estimate of how many MMAR growers are still out there.
And then add the 4 plants.
No, that's not medical. That's recreational.
No, but you got to add that. Most people are adding that. Everybody I know that grows their own is adding those 4 plants to their license.
I did.
Huh?
I did. That's where my 4 plants came from that I grew in October.
Cool.
That was the 4 plants for recreational. Is that the Aglex light? The AGLEX?
No.
You're late? No, I don't have a light.
No,
so
it was either a Greon or the...
See Mars Hydro, Flies On, Aglex, EQ.
Maybe it's gone now.
King Plus, Viper Spectra.
They're not bad.
iGrow, Recordsint. Never heard of that one.
Hey guys.
Man, there's lots of them.
There's a lot of them, and we're going to continue talking about this because CJ is going to be back next month with a report on his grow. Okay?
He's trying to get rid of us, Marcel.
The pressure.
Yeah, I can tell.
The pressure
is on.
Now he has to do it right. But okay, so do you know whereabouts he's at, guys? Before we go, can you tell him just where are you now? How long are you in?
Oh, they're just sprouting.
Just sprouting.
Just less than a week.
Okay, so is there anything that he should be doing between now and when we talk to him in a few weeks?
Give them water, give them light. Don't feed them.
And don't take the light too far away from them.
Yeah, keep the light close.
I have the light
So
about 2.5 feet.
Whoa,
No, closer.
Like 9 inches.
Closer?
Much
Like
closer.
9
Inches away.
9
Yeah.
inches.
9 inches.
It's LED. There's very little heat being transmitted down, but they do need some heat. Do you have them on a heat mat?
No, I have an electric radiator in the tent.
Okay.
Running the tent
'Cause
at 74-ish.
That's good.
That's good. You can also get a heat mat, which is literally it's a mat that fits in the bottom of the plastic tray, and then another tray sits on top with the plants in it.
Okay.
It's set at about 75 degrees for germinating seeds and for promoting root growth.
Oh.
So having the heat at the bottom draws the roots down and more fuller because they want to go towards the heat.
And here's a little cheat sheet for you. Go to your local aquarium store or wine or beer store, or if you got one, like brew your own beer store.
Yep.
And buy yourself them stick-on thermometers. Stick one onto the side of your little pot, and it'll tell you the temperature of your medium at all times too.
Okay.
Thank you. Try to keep it above 68.
Okie doke.
Because you're sprouting, right? So you want that heat there, right?
As long as the soil stays warm for the roots will grow. The more the roots grow, the better the plant's going to grow.
Okie doke, I'll remember that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
So,
and then next month we'll talk about whether or not to cut the top off them.
Sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
Buddy?
Thank you very much, Al.
You know?
It's been a slice.
So we'll get a hopefully if you do what they say, you'll get a good count.
Oh, I'm going to look at heating pads. And there goes the eyes rolled back in the wife's head.
You can use it for other things too. I haven't figured anything else yet, but because mine's always used for seeds.
Yeah, and you know what? You should add Marcel on Facebook because you guys should talk about what he's got going on. It might help you with what you got going on.
Sounds great.
What am I?
Well, I was just going to say, and Darcy.
You always, you know what, Al? I'm just
shut
going to
up,
sit here and
Darcy.
eat my ice cream. And
You had your segment.
It was great talking with you.
Let's end the show, and then we'll talk to CJ a bit off air, and that way we won't be confusing people. Because it's been a slice.
Yeah, man. And next week, I think Deb will be with us, and Mary Jane will pop in now and then. And good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Peace out.
And good night.
Peace out, love.
Bye-bye.
Peace, love, hippie shit, all that other stuff.
Later.
Legacy 420 has medicinal and recreational products down to a science, literally. With 2 biochemists on staff and a chief scientific advisor, every product is tested in the Legacy 420 laboratory. Legacy 420, Tyendinaga. Open 9 to 9 every day. Visit legacy420.com.
So what are you doing? Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this lifestyle radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.